Okay, what's up, YouTube? You know what it is. It's Pacey Lake Show coming at you again one more time. Remember to leave a like, remember to share, remember to subscribe to my channel. I want to talk about this topic related to Shaq getting into the heated debate with Charles Barkley related to who the MVP is this year. There's been so much that's been said about this topic. There's so many people that's saying so many different things. I'm hearing so much different stuff on the internet. People saying Shaq is hating, and the comments are saying that. We saw Shannon Sharp came out and say that Shaq was hating. Oh, he didn't win multiple MVPs, so that's why he's envious of Jokic. Jokic winning 3, and he only won 1, and he could have won more, stuff like that. He didn't take care of himself. All this stuff, man. All this stuff that people talking about. Everybody want to personally attack Shaq because they disagree with his opinion. Everybody want to talk about his career and stuff like that. Everybody want to say, oh, he's hating and all that. Listen, man. Shaq is speaking the facts, right? Y'all can say Shaq is hating as much as y'all want. Shaq is speaking the facts, bro. The MVP is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, let's just be real about that. See, a lot of people don't want to keep it real, and see, that's what I hate about this new age with people, man. It's just ridiculous, bro. Like, y'all don't want to keep it real. I mean, you look at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We can't. Let's talk about stats, because a lot of people like to bring up stats. So let's talk about stats. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander averaged 30 points a game, 30.1 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 6.2 assists on 53% field goal shooting and 35% from 3. I mean, like, what more do you want? You know, I mean, Jokic's stats is not. You look at what Jokic put up. That is not more impressive than Shai's stats. I think both of them stats are just as impressive. I think Jokic had impressive stats this season, and I also think Shai had impressive stats. So you can't give me stats, right? So now let's talk about who had the better record. Now, granted, there was a 3-way tie for between OKC, the Nuggets, and the Timberwolves, but OKC ended up with a better record, right? They ended up with the best record in the West, right? And you think about in a tough Western Conference, for you to lead your team to the best record in the West, considering the fact that you guys didn't even make the playoffs last year, and you have a whole bunch of young guys, whole bunch of rookie guys, just a young team overall, right? And you know, at 23 years old, right? Because Shai is 23, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's 23. No, actually not. He's 25. My bad. He's 25. Let me correct myself, because I know a lot of people gonna come in here and correct me. He's 25 years old, but still he's pretty young. At 25 years old, right? At 25 years old, you being able to lead your team, right? From the last year, they didn't. The Thunder didn't even make the playoffs. The Thunder didn't even make the playoffs last year, right? And for you to be able to lead your team to the best record in the West after your team didn't even make the playoffs last year, right? That is just insane to me, right? I mean, he was the best player on the best team. Like, the fact that he was able to bring a team that nobody expected. Nobody expected the Thunder to be this good. Let's be real about it. Who expected the Thunder to be the number 1 seed in the West? Who expected the Thunder, like, anybody that want to disagree with me, who expected the Thunder to be the number 1 seed in the West? I'll wait. Who at the beginning of the season marked the Thunder, picked the Thunder to be the number 1 seed in the West? Who looked at the Thunder and was like, oh, this team is going to be the number 1 seed? Nobody. I ain't hear nobody was talking about the Thunder in the offseason last year. There's nobody that was saying, oh, the Thunder was going to make noise this season. Nobody was saying that. The only people that believed in the Thunder was the Thunder players themselves. That's it. Ain't nobody thought that the Thunder would do anything this season, because, as I said, they didn't even make the playoffs last season. They didn't even make the playoffs last season, right? They did get into playing, and they got bounced out by New Orleans, the Pelicans, right? They lost to the Pelicans in that game in the play. So they didn't even make the playoffs, right? Nobody had them nowhere in the top 6, much less to be the #1 seed. And you have a guy like Shai Gilgeous Alexander, the best player on the best team, putting up gaudy stats like this: 35-6 on 53.5% field goal shooting, right? And he only gets 15 votes for MVP, while what's his name? Jokic got 79. It wasn't even close. Like the voters, it wasn't even close. And I don't understand what the narrative in the media, what the media tries to push with Nikola Jokic, as if they trying to make this guy some sort of, all-time great, legendary. After winning one championship, all of a sudden everybody be fawning over this dude. It's just ridiculous, man. And I'm not saying that he's not all-time great, but I still don't even have Jokic in my top 20. I'm just gonna keep it 100% real. Because you winning one championship does not put you in the GOAT discussion. It doesn't put you, I don't even think it puts you in the top 20 discussion, right? Nobody puts Dirk in the top 20 discussion. When you talk about the top 20 greatest players of all time, who says Dirk Nowitzki is one of the top 20 greatest players of all time? Nobody says that, right? Nobody says it. He is nowhere near that conversation. So what's the difference with Jokic? The man won one championship. Okay, you want to talk about MVPs? Okay, he won 3 MVPs, which this one to me was bogus, right? This is a bogus MVP. And I would say, his other MVPs is questionable. Other guys could have won too. And the fact of the matter is, it's like, I just don't feel like Jokic has dominated the league to this point. Like, people make it look like, bro, Jokic won a championship last year and never beat a single 50-win team on his way to the title. Won a championship last year and never beat one single 50-win or more team on his way, right? He played sub 50-win teams. Check it. Like, check it if you don't believe me. Every single team that Jokic played to win that title, he played sub 50-win team. We see how he's getting exposed in this series against the Timberwolves. He might get swept. He might get swept. And everybody be fawning over this dude as if this dude is some kind of godsend, when really, before last year when he won the chip, a lot of people didn't really even have him high up like that. People picked the Lakers to beat them in the Western Conference Finals last year, right? I mean, we saw what Anthony Davis did to him in 2020. We saw Anthony Davis making this dude look like a joke. Literally making this dude look like a joke. Like, in 2020, there was nobody that was saying Nikola Jokic was better than Anthony Davis. Nobody was saying that. All of a sudden, this dude that can't even jump, can barely move on the court, can't run, has no athleticism, right? All you need to do is put an athletic big on him and you neutralize him, like what the Lakers did in 2020 with Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, and what the Timberwolves are doing right now with Naz Reid and Cat, right? And Gobert, right? I mean, you got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. All this cap for this European dude that the man can't even jump from the road to the sidewalk. It's ridiculous, bro. And all this cap for a dude like this. I mean, come on, man. I'm not saying he's not a great player. Like, don't get me wrong, he is a great player. But they gassed this dude up to the point where it's just ridiculous at this point, man. Some of the stuff that I hear people talking about this dude is in the conversation with Akeem Olajuwon. I heard on the Player's Choice, dudes was saying Jokic is in the conversation with Akeem Olajuwon. Like, are you guys crazy? Like, what am I hearing, bro? Like, you guys are nuts, man. Anybody that says, like, you should be banned from talking basketball. Akeem Olajuwon is arguably the greatest defensive player of all time. The man is a 2-time defensive player of the year. A 2-time defensive player, Jokic can never sniff that. He can never even, I doubt Jokic even made a defensive team. Has Jokic ever made a defensive team? I don't know. I mean, the way he played defense, I doubt it, right? And you talking about a multiple-time defensive team, first team all defense, defensive 2-time defensive player of the year, Two-time Finals MVP. Also won an MVP. One of the most skilled probably the most skilled big man in the league. I would say not even probably. He is the most skilled big man in the league. The second most skilled player in NBA history behind Kobe, right, is Akeem Olajuwon. You got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. And dudes talking about Akeem, Jokic is better. You got some dudes that saying Jokic is better than Akeem. Man won 1 championship. Akeem won 2. You're 2-time Finals MVP. He won 2 championships, and dudes is out here saying that Jokic is better than Akeem. You got to be kidding. You can't make this stuff up, man. The man can't play. The man can't play no defense. You expose him every single time you put him in pick and roll. Every single time the Lakers was exposing him, every single time when pick and roll. I don't know why the Lakers didn't keep doing that, because every single time the Lakers ran that AD LeBron pick and roll, Jokic got exposed. Every single time. The man cannot guard the pick and roll whatsoever. He has so many weaknesses on defense, and then even offensively, he has weakness because he can't jump. He's unathletic. He's slow, right? You put an athletic big on him, you neutralize him. And that's what Darvin Ham should have done. They should have put, what's his name, Jackson Hayes on him more. Darvin Ham didn't do that. You notice Darvin Ham didn't even play Jackson Hayes on him, which was what I was saying at the beginning of the series. Why put Rui? He had, bro, Darvin Ham, both last year and this year, had Rui Hachimura guarding Nikola Jokic. Make that make sense. And dudes was out here capping with Darvin Ham saying Darvin Ham shouldn't have been fired and he shouldn't have lost his job. You have Rui Hachimura, who was 6'8", right, weighing, 220 pounds or something like that? Rui Hachimura is lighter this year than he was last year, right? He's lighter this year than he was last year. And you have him guarding Nikola Jokic. The man can't even play defense normally. Like, Rui Hachimura is not even a great defender, period. Right? He can't even guard perimeter guys. He can't guard smaller guys. And you're going to put him on a dude like Nikola Jokic? That's crazy. Right? Obviously, he was going to cook. Obviously, he was going to cook the Lakers, which is what he did. Right? Because the Lakers didn't put the right personnel out, or we didn't have the personnel. Whatever. Okay, you want to say you don't want to play Jackson Hayes because he's trash on offense, but still, that doesn't mean that Jokic was all that great. It's just that we didn't have the personnel to guard him. Right? We didn't have personnel guard. I think we would have been better putting Jackson Hayes out there because Rui wasn't giving us nothing on offense. So you might as well just put Jackson Hayes out there, even though he trash on offense. At least he'll probably get a little lob dunk here and there. You play him like Aaron Gordon. You play how you play Aaron Gordon and have some back cuts and stuff like that. But that's not here and there. I don't even want to talk too much about that. But the fact of the matter is, bro, Nikola Jokic, this man won 1 championship, and on his way to his championship, he never beat a 50-win team. Never beat a 50-win team on his way to the chip, right? Won 1 championship. Before this dude won a championship, he was getting bounced out in the first round by Golden State, right? This dude was getting bounced out in the first round. This dude was not even making the finals. He didn't even make the finals before last year. Was getting bounced out by LeBron, bounced out by Curry. You got to be kidding me, bro. And all of a sudden, because this dude won 1 championship, we've gassed this dude up all the way to now he's a top 10, top 15 player. You got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. Now he won another MVP over Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who actually deserved the MVP. All the narrative that the media has been driving about this dude as if he's just some godsend. Like, come on, man. Get the hell out of here, bro. You got to be kidding me, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the MVP, and that's what it was. And I respect Shaq for pointing that out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people saying Shaq would hate. Say whatever you want about Shaq, man. You know what I'm saying? Say whatever you want to say. He's speaking facts. He's speaking facts. Jokic was not the MVP. He did not deserve it. The best player on the best team, in the West, deserved to be the MVP. Just like what they always do. That's always been the formula, right? Best player, best team, right? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his stats you can't use stats because his stats was just as impressive as Nikola Jokic. Y'all done gassed this dude up, and now this dude not gonna live up to y'all expectation. Y'all gassed him up to this level. Now he choking. He about to get swept. You gotta be kidding me, bro. It's ridiculous, man. Y'all done gassed this dude up so much, man. Like, what has this dude done to be in these conversations that you putting him in? What has he done? Won one championship? You gotta be kidding me, bro. And you guys don't hold him accountable when he played bad, when he played like trash. You know what I'm saying? He's had a pretty mediocre playoff so far. He's been pretty bad against the Timberwolves, right? And nobody called him out. If that was LeBron, all y'all would have called out LeBron. LeBron wouldn't hear the end of it. He would not hear the end of it. But y'all dudes gas this dude up like he's some kind of godsend. Come on, man. It's ridiculous, bro. Nikola Jokic is not the MVP, right? And he's not a top 20 player in my book. You know what I'm saying? He probably barely made the top 25. Barely. I don't even know if he's top 25, to be honest. I would have to go back through my list. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it a buck. Y'all can hate on this video as much as y'all want. I don't care, man. The MVP was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But anyways, have a great day. Pacey Lake Show signing out. Peace.